Well then, the last ride on the famous 125 Duke. I'm going to drop it off at a dealer's near me. I'm flogging it. The days of the 125 are no more. Well, there were no more a long time ago. As you can tell by my videos, I was on a 790, which is my new bike. I tried selling this privately, and to be honest, do you know when you just get that vibe of like everyone's a bit dodgy with no profile picture, no cover photo on like Marketplace, for example. I tried it on Auto Trader for 2 weeks. I had to pay like £9 or something, or even more than that, like 19 quid to just have the advert on Auto Trader. Scammers. What the f? This is genuinely the slowest bike of all time. Oh my god, it feels slow. Nah, what the hell? How do they ever ride this? This is crazy. Oh my days. This is genuinely so unbelievably slow. It genuinely, why is it? Oh, I'm already used to like my 790, so oh my god, the bike feels so tiny as well. Like I'm twisting my throttle and I'm not going anywhere. God. But anyway, yeah, I had a lot of dodgy people, and I just thought, with the dealers, once you've sold it, that's it, you're done with it then. Whereas if you sell privately, you always have the risk of shit coming back to you and all this, and people knowing where you live and all that bollocks. I know however unlikely that may seem, but it's still a possibility that I don't want to take. It's busy out here today. What on earth? You're going to slow down or what? I'm not taking no chances at this junction. It's terrible. Just want somebody to let me out if they don't mind. I mean, the guy over the phone, we agreed a price, and if I get there and they try saying, oh, I didn't see that, didn't know this, we'll offer you 1900. I'll be like, nah. We'll offer you £100 under what you said. No. I've got my price. I'm going there very stubbornly, and if they offer me £1 under what I want to go for, then I'm not taking it. I'll take my chances selling it privately if that's the case. But this feels so weird riding it compared to my 790. I can't believe I used to ride this bike. It's so weird. I suppose you get used to power and you get used to speed, don't you? But when you go back down from a 790 to a 125, this shit feels so slow. I thought I was such a cool dude riding this as well. I don't get it. It felt a lot quicker when I was riding it like full time. Like I'm twisting the throttle back, bro, and know what's happening. But an emotional day, because this was my first bike, obviously, and now the day has come where I'm taking it on its final ride, and it's actually quite sad when I think about it. But I think I got this bike on like 1100 mile, which is crazy to say it's 2018, and now it's on 3681 to be specific. God, even getting out of that felt not nice. I don't trust anybody here. In fact, I'm gonna have to filter to the front, aren't I? In fact, I'll just chill nicely here and I'll get across in due course, I imagine, because I've got no other choice. I need to get across somewhere or other. See if they let me in. Yeah, they are. Good boys. Thank you. But yeah, I've only done around 2,500 mile on it, and I've had it a year maybe. I mean, I got it in I think early February in 2025, and I've done 2,500 miles on it pretty much. Yeah, I mean, end of an era for me. First bike. I just can't fathom how fast it felt when I were on it. It was so weird to me. Even how like small the bike feels underneath me. It's crazy. I mean, were you guys all sad when you sold your first bike? Off some people you'd have written the off. I mean, I started driving a car, for example, passed my test when I was 17. And I've still got my first car, but I imagine when it comes to getting rid of that, it's going to be a sad day. That's what I feel with my bike right now. I just hope it goes to a decent owner, do you know what I mean? I hope it's just not some pillock who's going to crash it, because it's been well looked after. But anyway, I hope that they're not going to bargain on price. They might try in person, you know what these places are like, but I swear, man, they're not getting a penny under what I want. Because at the end of the day, right, I know it's a 2018, like that is, in 2 years it'll be 10 years old. Like, you've got to understand, fair enough, it's a fairly aged bike, but it's done 3,600 mile, man. Do you know what I mean? It's been well looked after. Its MOT isn't till December of this year, so, and it's currently May. But yeah, I'm hoping obviously when they do look over it, they don't end up dropping 100, 200 pound and me saying, nope, that's my base level, what I'm at, you've got best price already. And then they just say, all right, we don't want it then, because then I have to ride the twat back. And I'll be honest, after getting used to my 790, this is not an enjoyable ride. I mean, it's an enjoyable ride in terms of like just chillaxing, but you don't realise just like how pathetic these bikes are in terms of power. And it's weird because, like I've said, like when I started on this bike, it felt rapid, it felt so quick, but you know, it's just one of them things, isn't it? Like, it makes sense as well for like business wise, the dealers, to get a decent 125 like this in and sell it, because you can get a really good lifetime value out of a 125 customer, because they might sell a really good 125, then that guy's really happy, go does his test, or girl for that matter, they go back to the same dealer to get the 390, the 790 or whatever bike they want, and then they get the direct access and they go on whatever and they buy another bike from them. They might buy all the gear from there as well, like, so they might make 500, 600 pound on this bike, right, when they sell it, but they might make a hell of a lot more money from the lifetime value of them. Well, I've got to remember this fucking thing doesn't have a quick shifter either, so before I slam it up gearbox with clutch out and throttle pinned, I'll think twice. But yeah, look, I mean, it needs a service for this year. It's had when I bought it in Feb 2025, it's oil and filter, and it hadn't had like a full service after that. But I told him that all over the phone. He did say to me, we've got a deal at 2 grand. Whether that changes, obviously there's no written and no recollection of that phone call happening, but that's what happened. And if they've got out about them, they'll stick to the word and say, yeah, 2 grand and we'll shake hands and that'll be that. Hell, that van made a right racket, scared me to death. The only bad thing about this situation is I'm going to have to get an Uber back, because every single one of my family members is unavailable. I can't just get a ride or a drive back, which is unfortunate, so I'm going to have to fuck about waiting for an Uber. But it is what it is. And I think there's a tractor at front of all this, that makes sense. Jordan's bikes, there you go. Now, depending on how well this situation goes, I'll leave that in the video to give them a bit of a free promo. Jordan's bike leads, but if the twat's about it, then I'll say the complete opposite. I've been in this dealers multiple times looking at bikes. I mean, they've had some corkers in there, some like some really nice 1290 Super Dukes in there. Did she not let me past on purpose, the pillock? Got indicator on nice and early. Have a little look, nobody coming. Lovely. Off we go. It's literally around this corner, so nearly here. I'm hoping I've remembered everything as well. I've got my logbook, I've got all my service book and all that shit. Both keys, one should be in the folder that I've got in my bag. I will double check before I walk in, because if I walk in and then realise it's all not there, then I'll want the ground to open up there and then swallow me. Rightio. It's on the left, just in here. We'll stick this indicator on because I just can't remember which. Here we go. Get over nice and tight, shall we? And we'll park up somewhere in here, shall we? Now we will go over here, just here. There were no specific request of where to park, but we're leaving it here. Right, I'll get in there, guys, and I'll let you know how it goes, whether it's a success or whether it's not. I'll let you know. Talk soon. So that's it then. The 125 Duke has been sold. A sad day, to be honest, but I got what I wanted for it, which is good. Surprisingly, well, I didn't really know what I was expecting, so I don't know whether it's a surprise or not, but it was a really easy process. So shout out to Jordan's Bikes. I'd recommend, if you're in and around sort of West Yorkshire and you're wanting to sell your bike, definitely go to Jordan's Bikes. I'm not getting paid to say this, but it was just genuinely a nice experience. They gave me what I wanted for my bike, give me the money in cash. It was done within around half an hour, 40 minutes max. Sat down, had a chat about bikes in general, talked about my 790 Duke, and to be fair, they told me to watch it and said be careful and look after it. And apparently, which I don't know if this is true, they mentioned that
the 890 Duke was made by KTM to like rectify the issues that the 790 Duke has had. Does that ring true with anybody in the comments? Let me know. But yeah, they booked me a taxi home, which were nice of them, and overall, a very nice experience. But yeah, that's it. The 125 days are well and truly gone, but the 790 Duke days have well and truly started. Apologies, this video is a little bit late as well. I'm having to record this on the Tuesday because the footage corrupted on my SD card, whatever it is. I need a new SD card, all right, don't shout at me. But pushing to stick to this one video a week. Bit of a different dynamic this video as well, so if you did enjoy it, let me know and I can push out some more like this. And if you had any questions about the sales process, maybe don't want to get in contact with the dealers just yet, for example, Jordan's bikes, just send me a message. I'll happily be transparent as I can with you and let you know the ins and outs of the process and what happened, etc. if you're thinking of selling your bike. But yeah, nice one, guys. I will see you in the video next week. Back to a ride out on the 790. Catch you in the next one. Peace.